Hello everyone, welcome to my channel for yet another video on Nifty and Bank Nifty analysis. Today's Nifty expiry was at complete range bound momentum and today's day was for option sellers, not very much for option buyers. I did not enter the market as such, just initiated a couple of trades. I took OTM trades today with Nifty as I knew that it's going to be a range movement, but still I was expecting some spike, if possible, for OTM option. However, that did not happen, and with a minimal loss, I exited from the trade. So all in all, it was not a day for option buyers, it was more for option seller day. And it is interesting to see on Nifty and Bank Nifty where uh, the price action is indicating the movement. Currently, it is range bound, but Nifty is more strong, and the price action on Nifty is indicating a pattern which I'll discuss while we take a look at the Nifty charts. Before we proceed, a small disclaimer. All the views and opinions expressed in this video are for learning purposes only and are not uh, buy or sell recommendation of any kind. Any buy or sell decision with respect to trading or investment needs to be taken after consultation with your financial advisor. So with that, let me share with you all the daily Nifty spot chart on a daily time frame. So yes, after seeing yesterday's candle, I had mentioned that we have taken support on the channel bottom, and if today's highs are broken, we may test the yellow line, the yellow trend line that has been there. And if we close above it, then we may see again a scope to test the mid of the channel. Today the market opened gap up, and if you see here, it went high, and in yesterday's video I had mentioned that level 21,733 is the one which we will probably take resistance from, and that's where it took resistance, and then it closed back in it with under the trend line, under the yellow trend line, right? So yeah, though it is though the close is higher, but again the price action here, if you see um, from 1st of Jan, the price action here indicates a down move, then a up move, then a down move, then a up move, and now the chances are high that it may come down and retest the bottom of the channel, which may not sustain and will break further down. The reason I say this is because this clearly indicates a lower high, lower low formation, and unless there's a gap of opening and thus we see a short covering move which takes the Nifty about 21,766 levels. I think the bulls will not be entering the market till then. Strong buying will not be seen. Besides that, on the 15-minute time frame, let's see how the market played today. On the 15-minute time frame, I think after the gap up there was a downside move, and which was very difficult to capture for an option buyer. However, after that it was a total range bound movement till 2 o'clock to 2:25, and then there was some downside movement followed by a sharp recovery, and then the market ended in ended its ended its trading day with range bound momentum. So as you can see here, the very first candle after the gap up opening was a shooting star, and once this was broken down, there was scope for a downside trade. However, the momentum was not very much there, and it filled the gap immediately. And then again consolidated, and then at this 2 o'clock, I think, yeah, 2 o'clock, there was this down move followed by a very sharp recovery at 2:15. So this was just a 15 minutes, 15 minutes for downside and 15 minutes for upside, which if someone would have captured, they may have made some profits. Otherwise, this was very difficult to catch. And all in all, it was a option sellers day for expiry, similar to what we saw for Bank Nifty expiry yesterday. Today we have a lot of results, I think, INFI, TCS, as well as a couple of more other results. And there is also a few data that will be coming out. So maybe because of that, we had this range bound momentum. Tomorrow, again, I don't expect much movement because being a Friday, the volumes might be low, and I think we may see some uh, more. downside or upside move only starting Monday. But for tomorrow's session, let's see what are the levels that we can trade for. So for tomorrow, these are the pink lines which I have drawn. That is 21,733. If the market opens flat and after consolidation, if it breaks 21,733, then we may initiate a upside trade, and the target would be 21,833. That will be roughly 100 points uh, target. Again, that may not come very quickly because of the indecision between the buyers and sellers. So uh, again, tomorrow it's better to stay away from the market at least till we get a clear indication about where the market is heading. On the downside, however, uh, if the market opens flat and breaks today's low, which was around 21,588, then we may see the retest of this channel at around 21,488 levels. And if 21,488 levels do not sustain, then in that case we may see a further downfall with 21,444 levels being tested. Based on the option chain data, however, I think for Nifty, the option chain is not yet matured. Today was the expiry, so for the next expiry, whatever indications are there, it suggests that 21,500 and 21,600 seem to be supports. 21,650 and 21,700 seem to be resistances. For Bank Nifty, again, Bank Nifty, as I had mentioned, it is weaker out of the two, and that is the very reason for it is with the price action that we are seeing here, right? So as we can see here, after this up move, we had this high, and then the from this higher low formation, we then had uh, lower highs and lower low formation. So now this swing needs to I mean the price gets needs to get past this this swing, which is around 48 400 levels, 48 411 levels, and only after that we will see some buying happening in Bank Nifty. Meanwhile, on yesterday's video, I had mentioned that if the market opens gap up, then we may see the yellow trend line being tested, and we may see some resistance from there. And as you can see here, the market opened slightly below the yellow trend line, and then it went up and took resistance at around 44,766 levels, and then yeah, came back and closed below the trend line. Now the reason this is more weak as compared to Nifty is because of the price action. Also, this channel has been tested multiple times. Once here on 27 December, once on 3rd Jan, and once yesterday. Yesterday also it held on to the bottom of the channel, and sorry, day before yesterday it held on to the bottom of the channel, and yesterday also it held on to the bottom of the channel from where it bounced back. So again, if tomorrow due to some news or something, if it or the market opens gap down, or if it opens flat and then breaks today's low, which is 47,233, then in that case we may see the channel bottom being retested again, and that will mean the levels 46,951 levels. And once the 46,951 levels if the price does not sustain above 46,951 levels, then we may see a further downfall till 46,633 levels. So this is why I think Bank Nifty is more weak. On the other on the other side, if the market opens flat and or a gap up and uh, breaks today's highs, that is 47,666, then we may again see the top of the channel being tested, and it may face some resistance. So it has taken resistance on multiple occasions here, so we may expect some resistance from there, and again it will come back to test this uh, the black line, which is 47,311 and 47,422 levels. So all in all, I think it's going to be a range bound momentum tomorrow as well for both Nifty and Bank Nifty. On a 15-minute time frame, let's see how we can trade Bank Nifty, if at all we have to. But most probably it's better to stay away from the market till Monday. Um, on a 15-minute time frame, as we can see here, if the market opens is similar to what we saw in Nifty today, right? The market opened gap up and it we saw some buying. This was indeed a short covering move, and then followed by some selling, and then this is profit booking followed by some consolidation, and then there was no momentum as such except for these two candles similar to what we saw in Nifty at around 2 and 215, and the market ended flat. So all in all, I think tomorrow if the market opens flat and breaks the highs, that is 47,666, then in that case we may expect some resistance at 47,777 levels, that is around 111 points more. uh, that movement again will not be very quick, not very good for option buyers in that sense, so it's better to stay away from the market. If the market opens flat and breaks the lows, which is 47,233 for today, then in that case we may see some momentum, quick momentum till 47,011 levels, from where it can expect some support and bounce back. Again, 47,011 levels has been tested multiple times. So in that case, if the levels do not hold and if the levels break, then we may see some more weakness in Bank Nifty in the coming trading sessions. So uh, my bias continues to be bearish on the market. However, I will be interested to trade with respect to the price action, and there are few data points that are going to come in. So let's see what those data points are and how it can, and let's see how it can be used. Right. So just give me a minute. There's this calendar as well, right? Economic calendar. Okay. So economic calendar here coming. So these are the data points that will come on Thursday. These times are in India time, I think. Yeah, India time GMT plus 500, and based on this, we will see some uh, gap up or gap down opening in the Indian markets. I think more or less the more or less, I think the movement will be range bound. So it's better to stay away from the market. That's it for today. Do let me know in comment section whether this is helping you or not, and whether you were able to trade in this range bound market, whether you book profit, whether you book losses, or how is it going. And do like, do share, and do comment, and do subscribe to my channel if you have not yet done. And just before we wrap up, a small disclaimer again. Trading in stock markets is risky, and making money is not very easy. There is no shortcut to making money actually in stock market. So over time, with continuous improvements and with patience, you can definitely make some good money. So thank you so much for watching.